Hello, welcome back. GovDoc Breakdown, where we don't give you opinions, we just give you facts and summaries of government documents in cases like this one. April 30th, Supreme Court decision, right? Supreme Court decision. That's right. Listen up. It's a Supreme Court decision. So, Feliciano v. Department of Transportation. Not sure why it's the Department of Transportation, but let's get into it. A little bit of background here. This centers around federal employees who also serve in military reserves. And when these employees are called to active duty, they often earn less money than they would in their civilian jobs. To address this, Congress passed a law that provides, quote, differential pay, meaning that the government pays the difference between their civilian and military salaries. However, the law only promises this if the reservist is called to duty, quote, during a national emergency. So this leads us into the legal question being decided in this case. The question in this case is, does the phrase during a national emergency mean A, just that the call to duty happened while any national emergency was ongoing, or B, that the service must have been specifically in response to that emergency? And the lower courts in this case picked B and denied pay to the reservist involved in the case, Nick Feliciano, saying he had to show his military service was directly related to the emergency. So, a little bit more background on Nick Feliciano. He was an FAA air traffic controller and a Coast Guard reservist, and he was called to active duty from 2012 to 2017. His service happened while the U.S. was under a national emergency. Interesting here is actually the post 9/11 national emergency that allowed the calling up of reservists in response to any issues that arose from 9/11. Interesting that it's 2012, but neither here nor there. But his orders did not say his work was because of the national emergency. So the lower court ruled he did not get differential pay. All right, how did the Supreme Court rule? They ruled 5-4 in favor of Nick Feliciano. They said that timing is enough. If you are called to active duty while a national emergency is going on, that's all you need to qualify for differential pay. There is no need to show a, quote, substantive connection to the national emergency. So, the ruling of the lower court has been reversed, and the case remanded back to the lower court for further proceedings. And as I said before, it was a 5-4 vote. We had Gorsuch, Roberts, Sotomayor, Kavanaugh, and Barrett for, and Thomas, Alito, Kagan, and Jackson against. There we go. Another exciting Supreme Court decision. Remember, do your own research, be your own person, form your own opinion. We'll see you next time.